Yeah, hi there. These comments are for, I'm going to say Jessy. And let's take a look at your situation. I just asked you a few more questions about your situation. As you know, I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-Step System to Pass the TOEFL IBT. And you say, my name is Jessica. I am from Colombia. I have been living in the USA 2 years. I am gonna take, I would say here when you're writing, I am going to take. You want to be a little more formal in your writing, which means you don't want to write exactly how you speak. So you say, I'm going to take the TOEFL IBT next July 14th. I need just 62 points, but I'd like a high score. Can you please help me? I will appreciate it. Now, I don't know exactly how high of a score you want, because that makes a very big difference in your preparation. So as a guideline, Jessy, you'll probably improve about 5 to 10 points for each month that you study TOEFL preparation. So if you're studying, say 3 months, you can probably make about 15 to 20 points improvement in your overall score. Now, at this point, you say you have not taken the TOEFL yet. This is your first time. You say, I have really bad reading and writing skills. Now, I actually have 3 suggestions for you right now. Number 1, you might want to write these down. To improve your reading, you want to make an effort each day to read about 45 to 60 minutes. You can read magazines, newspapers, and longer books. The important thing is you actually have an interest in learning about what you read. So this is going to be motivational. If you read boring materials a lot, you're going to burn out. You're not going to keep doing it. You'll stop. Again, read materials you have an interest in. About 45 to 60 minutes every day. Number 2, get in the habit also of practicing your listening. And again, try to watch TV programs if you have TV, or use radio or internet, but try to find programs that focus on news, history, documentary, and maybe science programs. That's going to give you some fairly high-level type vocabulary, and it's going to be important to help you with your academic English language proficiency. Now, in both cases, you want to start taking notes. You want to work on note-taking. This is not going to be easy. Your notes will be skimpy at first, but as you practice your note-taking, your notes will become more and more complete. So focus on the main and the most important supporting points of those reading and listening passages. And then using your notes, you can do 2 things. You can use your notes to write a summary, I think, of the information. You can also use your notes to orally summarize that information. And that's going to help you with your academic writing and academic speaking areas. And this is important for the TOEFL, trust me. You've heard of the integrated writing. You've probably heard of the integrated speaking, am I right? So you know you need to do these kinds of things during those parts of the exam. So that's important. Now, maybe each week when you're doing the writing practice, you can write maybe 3 summaries a week. Each summary is about 250 words. Don't even worry about grammar yet. Just work on writing the summary of the reading or the listening passages that you are listening to or reading. Now, in addition to doing the reading and the listening practice every day, this puts you right now at about 1.5 hours of study each day minimum, maybe 2 hours. You can also start going through the lessons in my 60-day TOEFL study guide, right? And that particular study guide, I know that you're taking the TOEFL on July 14th, so roughly you have about 1.5 months before you take the test, but that study guide will give you a lot of practice with your pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, listening, reading, writing, and speaking areas, and most importantly, it'll give you a space to post your pronunciation, speaking, and writing practice tests online. And that's going to be helpful for you because you do need to get feedback. Now, with my reading and listening and grammar, all of those practice exercises, quizzes, and so on, you can get your feedback immediately. Now, with the pronunciation, speaking, and writing, be patient. It sometimes takes me about a day to listen to or read your practice test, and then I'll give you a score and some comments, and then you can go from there. All right, so that's the big three for you. So a regular routine of reading and listening practice plus going through the lessons in my 60-day online study guide should help you to make some good improvements. Now, how much time each day would I spend with the study guide? I'd recommend about 2 hours. That way you got about 1 hour reading, 1 hour listening. You have 2 hours directly studying TOEFL online at my website. That gives you 4 hours every day. If you do that for at least a month and a half or so, you will start to improve your academic English language proficiency. Now, you might want to try this out. You have not taken the TOEFL yet, so it's probably a good idea for you to do a pre and a post test. Now, this is an additional service I offer my website. After you subscribe to my online course, you might want to go to the 8th section of my course and take a full-length IBT practice test, including all 6 speaking tasks and 2 writing tasks, and you get an accurate score so you can see what your academic English language abilities are right now. Then maybe 1.5 months later, you can take another full-length IBT practice test to compare and measure your progress. And the website or the service I use, it's a website called ScoreNexus. They'll also do analysis of the different subtotals, and they'll give you some recommendations as to how you can improve in those areas. So it will be helpful for you to take those full-length IBT practice tests. All right, Jesse, anyway, thank you very much, and keep up the good work.